Good morning students, this is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. Today in video 14 we are going to discuss about group 17 elements. Now group 17 elements, in that we will be discussing about introduction and physical properties, right? So now when we talk about group 17 elements, they are also called salt producing. What are they also called? Halogens they are called. Halogens means salt producing. Now in group 17 elements, if you see here, this group 17 elements, first is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and then AT and TS. That is astatine and tennessine. If it is given, you can see in your textbook. Astatine, the spelling is astatine, right? And tennessine, what is called. Okay, so these two, the last one, what we see, they are radioactive element. Tennessine, double S will come. Okay, now these two are what we call it as radioactive elements. Which elements? Radioactive elements, right? So this will be studying it later, not now. When we talk about this, these are non-metals. What are these all? Non-metallic, and are also or in gaseous form. They are all are in. Okay, means fluorine is found in diatomic form F2, Cl2, Br2, I2. Okay. Now this group 17 elements are called halogens. What are they called? Halogens. Now what is the meaning of halogens? When we say halo means salt. Clear? Now you must have studied this, given in your textbook. Again see Greek meaning. Halo means salt, and genus means producer. Okay, so halogens means we can also say they are salt producer. What are they all? Salt producers. That is salt producing compounds. If you see calcium chloride is a salt, then what we call it as bromides are there, salts, bromine chloride are there. Sorry, not bromine chloride. Iodines can be formed as a salt, what we say. So this all will come when we will discuss the topic. So in group 17 elements, when we say they are called halogens, the reason for calling them halogens, because they are salt producing, what we say. From the Greek word it is clear. Then there are total, if you see, 6 elements are there, in which fluorine, chlorine, bromine, astatine and tennessine is there. These two are radioactive, the remaining are gases or non-metals, what we say. Okay, so now the next part what we are going to discuss. Okay, now when we talk about the atomic and the physical properties, they have a great resemblance. That is, when we talk about group 1 and 2 elements have great resemblance with the group 17 elements, what we say. Okay, so that we will see when we talk about physical properties. Okay, sorry, chemical properties. Okay, now when we talk about this atomic and physical property, the first thing comes in the mind is electronic configuration. What is the word? Electronic configuration, right? Now when we talk about electronic configuration, we know general electronic configuration is NS2NP5, like this, what we say, right? NS2NP5. So when we talk about fluorine, fluorine, when we say Z is equal to 9, fluorine, when we say it is Z is equal to 9. So in that 1s2, 2s2 and 2p5, what we say, right? So if you see here, in this case, this one resembles to this, what we say, general configuration, that is NH2NP5. So when I talk about the what we call the placement of electrons in fluorine, here 1s2 is there, here 2s2 and here 2p5. Now 2p5 also, when we say, no, it is in this form. 1s2 means opposite spin electron. 2s2, when we say 2s2, it is opposite spin, 1s2, 2s2, and 2p5 when we say, no, 5 electrons means first you have to fill with a parallel spin, and the remaining two I'll fill like this, what we say. Understood? So this is your 2p5. That is 2px2, 2py2 and 2pz1, like that. Okay. So this part I think it is clear how the electronic configuration, and this is the general electronic configuration, what we say. What we have studied in our previous video, if you see, that is 17 is this, 17 minus 10 is 7. So if you see here, total number of electrons are 7 in the outermost orbit. Which orbit? Outermost shell or orbit, what we say. Understood? So this is all about electronic configuration. In your textbook you can see on page number, it is given on page number 198. Clear? Page 198 in your textbook, in NCERT textbook. Clear? Or CBSE textbook you can see that. Okay, so electronic configuration, they have a general electronic configuration, you can see, and there is only one electron less than the noble gas configuration in the last cell, if you see, right? Because here total if 6 is there, the 6 plus 2 it will be 8 of noble gas configuration. Okay, so this was all about what we call it as electronic configuration. Then comes atomic and ionic radii. What we are talking about? Atomic and ionic radii. Clear? Now when we go from top to bottom, that is in group 17 element, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine and tennessine, right? What we say here. So when we say talk about astatine, okay, here, okay. So in this case, when we say down the group, we know this starts from the second period, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, and this is n is equal to 5. So from second period, you will see fluorine will have how many shells? 2 shells are there, K, L, and L shell, what we call. Now when we say in this case, down the group, when we say n is equal to 3, so total how many shells? 3 shells. So down the group, atomic size, what will happen to atomic size? It will increase down the group, right? And when we talk about ionic radii, so we know ions are formed by losing of electron, because these are non-metallic. Non-metallic, when we say this, all are non-metallic in nature, means they have tendency to gain electron. What do they have tendency to gain? Electron, right? So when they gain or accommodate electron, obviously ionic size will increase, what we say. So here in your textbook it is given the halogen have the smallest atomic radii in the respective period due to maximum effective nuclear charge. Nuclear charge means inside the nucleus what we have, proton. The atomic radius of fluorine, like the other element of second period, is extremely small, means fluorine is of the smallest size. And that's why it shows smallest size and high electronegativity. So that's why it will show what we call it as which property? Anomalous behavior, what we have seen now, that we are going to study. So this is the reason for fluorine to show anomalous behavior, smallest size and highest electronegativity in periodic table. Fluorine I am talking about. Then atomic and ionic radii increase from fluorine to iodine. So when we go down the group, atomic and ionic radius increases down the group. Okay, so you can underline that line in your textbook, in your paragraph what is given. Okay, increasing number of quantum shell. Quantum shell means these are the shells which keeps on increasing. Now we are going to discuss about ionization enthalpy. Which enthalpy? Ionization. I will drop this part. Okay. Now when we talk about this, that is ionization enthalpy. Now this is the energy required to change an atom into an ion. But in this case we have seen that they form negative ions by gaining electrons, right? So ionization enthalpy, when we say down the group, to gain electron, it will be easy or tough when we say, in this say, when we say here from fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So this is 1, 2 and 3 shells. So if we talk about chlorine here, chlorine means Z is equal to 17. Now when we say Z is equal to 17 means it will be what? Neon will come 10 and the remaining will be 3s2 and 3p5 like this. Okay, you can see in the table in your textbook the configuration of chlorine is given. Okay, now when we talk about ionization enthalpy, they have a little tendency to lose electron. Ionization enthalpy means loss of electron, but we know group 17 elements have less tendency to lose electron. Understood? Because they are non-metallic, so it means they gain electron. Thus, they have a very high ionization enthalpy. But to increase, due to increase in atomic size, ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. Right? As metallic property down the group, what you seen? Down the group, metallic property decreases and non-metallic property increases, right? So loss of electron, what we say, it is difficult, what we say, less tendency to lose electron, so it will gain electron. So what will happen if you see in this case, as it is showing non-metallic property down the group, you will see that ionization enthalpy, what you can conclude, ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. Understood this part? Okay, so this was all about what we said as ionization enthalpy. Now comes the electron gain enthalpy. Okay, now when we talk about electron gain enthalpy, group 17 elements, what we say, that is halogens, have maximum, you can write down, halogens have maximum electron gain enthalpy. Clear? The maximum electron gain enthalpy, what we say. Understood? Now the reason for this is due to the fact that atom of this element have, the reason is what is the reason for this? Because atoms of these elements have one electron less. Because if you see in chlorine, here in this case, if you see of chlorine, clear? Only one electron is less from the noble gas configuration, what you say. Understood? So what we can say here, the reason is what is a one electron less than the stable noble gas configuration. Another, electron gain enthalpy of the group becomes less negative. Electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative down the group. Now when we say down the group means fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, electron gain enthalpy delta EGH, what we call, right? So electron gain enthalpy decreases down the group. So that is given in your table 7.8 textbook table 7.8 page 198 only. Okay, now in that if you see of fluorine, if you see electron gain enthalpy is minus, fluorine electron EGH, I will write like this, electron gain enthalpy is minus 333. Then chlorine is given, bromine is given and iodine is given. Now when we talk about chlorine, it is what is given minus 349. Clear? Then what is given of another one, it is given minus 325. And last one is given minus 296. Understood? So if you this see, they are become less negative down the group, what we say. Understood this part? Negative value, if you see, higher the value, smaller is the value. So like this number we are talking about, they are becoming less negative down the group. Okay. So then another one is given. The negative electron gain enthalpy of fluorine is less than that of chlorine. It is due to the small size of this one. If you compare now, this one is less. If you see this one, right? Now this is reason for this is small size of fluorine atom. Small size of which atom? Fluorine atom. Understood? This is the reason why its electron gain enthalpy is less of fluorine than compared to chlorine. So that question can be asked. Okay, or reason. Now it is due to, okay. Now as a result, there are strong inter-electronic repulsion in the relative small 2p orbitals. Now when we say 2p orbitals means when we talk about fluorine here, fluorine if you see, it is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p5 like this, right? And when we talk about chlorine, it is neon and then 3s2 and 3p5, right? So this one, what we say, no, this is the reason here more repulsion will be there. Why? Because it is nearer, smaller size, so more repulsion. And in this electrons, 3p means it is far away. 3p means it is of little bit bigger size. I am talking about chlorine, this, okay, and chlorine I am talking about this. And when we talk about fluorine, there are only two shells, what we say, right? So 2p orbital and 3p orbital. Repulsion is more in 2p orbital compared to 3p orbital. So this is the reason for this, what we say. Okay. Okay. Thus, the incoming electron does not experience much attraction. So here there will be no much attraction, but here it will be more. That's why the what we call electron gain enthalpy of fluorine is less compared to that of chlorine. Okay. So you can write down there, underline that as a what we call it as question for your ready reference. Okay. So this was all about what you call it as physical. Now when we talk about the last property, that is electronegativity, right? So that we are going to discuss. Okay. Now when we talk about electronegativity, here fluorine is the most electronegative element in the periodic table. Clear? Whole periodic table, if you see, fluorine is the most electronegative, and according to Pauling scale, which scale what I am talking about? Pauling scale, its electronegativity is 4.0. So fluorine is the most electronegative elements. Okay, so you can say that our halogen groups, they all are highly electronegative. The electronegativity decrease down the group, and fluorine is the most electronegative element in the. Okay, so when we say down the group, electronegativity decreases, right? After fluorine, oxygen will come and then chlorine 3.0. Okay, so you can see that in table it is given all electronegativity now. So this was all about what you call atomic physical property, introduction to group 17 elements. Now in the next video we will be discussing about the chemical properties of group 17 elements. Okay, thank you very much.